Hi everybody. Today we are, what do you think? I mean, judging by this assortment of things. I mean, you've seen the thumbnail, so it's kind of cheating, but today we're making gumdrops. Ah, I have to make a lot of gumdrops for my gifts this year for my friends and my family, and something I want to do on here for you guys, which will probably end up being a gift that I give to somebody. Anyway, focus. I have this mold. I can't find, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see this. The only mold that I could find that was an actual gumdrop came from a company called Vanulay. It's $20. I believe they're all like handmade. And $20 was more than I wanted to spend, first of all. Not that that's high for something handmade, it's just that wasn't in the budget. And they are currently not accepting orders. They have a family thing going on, so I got this from Amazon. I'm going to link it down below. It's supposed to be just like a little, circle ice cube tray, but it can go in the freezer, it can go in the oven, you can make ice cubes, you can make candy, whatever. I mean, it's a silicone tray. After you use it with something non-edible, even if it's non-toxic, don't put ice in it, and don't put chocolate in it, and don't bake stuff in it. Just, that's what they always say. That's what I'm telling you. What you do with your own life is your own life. I only bought one of these. They were like $7. If you were going to make as many as I make, as many gumdrops as I make, you may want to order more, but, uh, you know. This is Sculpey Air Dry Clay. I prefer Hardy Air Soft, I think. I have no idea where mine is. I bought it last year for a project that I didn't end up using it for. It got shuffled around. I don't know where it's at. So this is some Sculpey Air Dry. They sell it at Walmart. It's, for what we're using it for, it's fine. I mean, I wouldn't try to like sculpt something out of this, and I mean, I guess it depends on if you're a good sculptor. But it's fine. It dries lightweight. Not as lightweight as the Hardy, but it's also like half the price. So weigh your pros and cons. If you don't like this, buy it, and you don't like it, get the Hardy on Amazon, or if you fancy and have a craft store that sells it. I have some toothpicks that I've had since Hurricane Katrina. I think I got those like when I moved out. My lights are blinking because my glue pot is on. I have some scissors to cut the toothpicks in half. So first thing we're going to do is cut some of these down. Which is easier said than done. This mold is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, it's 60 little wells. So we can make 60 at a time. And it is air dry. I don't know what is up with the ants on this freaking table. It is air dry, but I am probably going to put mine in a very low oven to assist with the dry out, because things like air dry clay, they don't work down here. It's too humid. So what would probably take, let's see what it says. Oh. It says nothing about how long it takes to dry. Okay. However long it takes, it's probably going to take twice as long. And while there is still a long way off from Christmas, hence why this video is getting made early, I don't want you to, run out of time and you're sitting there trying to make gumdrops on Christmas Eve for presents the next day. Why did I think this was going to be easy? I guess I'm so dumb. Maybe I'm not dumb. Maybe I'm just weak. Okay, and the one thing I can tell you about working with any kind of clay is I hate clay. Like, let me just tell you right now, I hate working with clay. No matter how clean my work surface is, no matter how clean my hands are, I always get like lint and hair. I don't know what it is, especially when it's white clay. But since we are going to be coloring these, it really doesn't matter. I'm eventually going to use this whole block and probably, looks like cream cheese, huh? Look at it. Put some red pepper jelly on top of that with some Ritz. Ooh, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm probably going to use this and several more, so just going to split this open because you do need to put this in an airtight container afterwards. And all I'm going to do, oh, that's a terrible texture. Let's see how much we need. And I'm really poking this in here because all those little cracks and stuff, I want them to go away. And you want to make sure the entire hole is filled. Oh, I don't like that texture. Okay, see, I washed freaking ants. I washed my hands before this, and I don't know if you can see the little specks of stuff that's still in there. I need to figure out where these ants are coming from. Okay, so I'm pushing it in there, and then I'm just kind of cleaning up around it because I don't want to do cleanup work afterwards when this is hard. Because in my experience, air dry clay dries really hard. Like definitely harder than like polymer clay, which I would not suggest using. You need an air dry, lightweight. Well, I guess I think Sculpey or Prima, one of them has a like lightweight polymer clay, but I really think this is probably your safest, cheapest bet. And it does dry light because all this liquid in here is going to evaporate. So I'm going to take these, and depending on how you're going to use these is whether or not you're going to do this. I am using these where they're going to be stuck in a styrofoam. So I'm just going to put that in there. Just make sure you don't go all the way down. These could probably actually be shorter too. Couple days, maybe only 2, but I've made a little bit of progress here. And oh, what, no, I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Okay, let's just agree to disagree and that we're both crazy. These are my Gumdrops in orange and pink and blue and purple, and I had to take a break from making them because I was just like, I'm gonna go insane, which might happen in this video, we'll see. So I have these in a like chip and dip tray. Thought it was cute. Got a little baking pan here. We're going to take these from this. Not too. Oh crap! Oh. To these. Is that one of everyone?
put in new blues. Oh, I think I finished the blues this morning, so I didn't glitter any of them. Okay. So, while I mix up some adhesive, let me touch on a few things. I don't think this is going to work the way I thought it was going to. These are, they're not tremendously heavy, but this tray is pretty heavy, and I would need more than this to make a wreath. So, I am going to attempt to make some ornaments with this, and then I am working, this is disgusting, working on finding a different medium to make these out of, because the molding, the toothpicks, that worked fine. It's just the air dry clay is too heavy. This is one made from another clay that weighs nothing. But this is expensive. This is more expensive than this, and it didn't work out as well in the molds as I wanted it to. So I just have some Mod Podge here. I'm going to thin it out with just some water because I want to be able to dip these and go. I don't want to have to brush glue onto every one of them. Very good, nothing's coming out of there. Like I just put a dot of glue on there with my finger and moved those around, but I was just trying to see how they were going to look. So this should be a good dipping consistency. And with this, my little prototype one right here, I'm going to have to move some stuff around. My little prototype one, you can see it's got cracks in it, but I'm thinking you're not going to be able to see that because a lot of these are in pretty rough shape. So let's see if I just, well, this is like falling apart. I'll put him over there. This is just a bacon tray from the Dollar Tree. Definitely don't need anything special. Alright, I'm going to want to go from here. It's like when you're breading chicken, or like if you're breading catfish. You got your catfish, and then your stuff, your batter, your liquid, your fish fry, and then over here into the pan. So the white ones are kind of boring. These are coming out a little chunky because, of course, my glue is lovely. So this is pretty much it. I mean, I'm gonna dip all these. I think if you were the kind of person who was not me, or if you're like a person who's like, yeah, I want to do that, that looks cool, but I'm not going to, I'm pretty sure you could do this with spray adhesive, but I can't tell y'all how much I dislike spray adhesive. I had to use it the other day for something and I was like, ugh. Okay, let's make an ornament. I don't have all my gumdrops done because I was just like, I need to do something before I continue doing the rest of these. So, I have a couple of purple, a lot of white, a lot of pink, blue, and the orange color right here. So this is a 4-inch styrofoam ball. They come in a 2-pack at Walmart. They are ridiculously overpriced for what they are, but I don't know, maybe styrofoam is super expensive to make. I'm not really sure.
What I am sure of is that I can't get this rivet open. Let's see, let's give it a nice loop, like that maybe. And this ornament's going to be very heavy. If you make it with paper clay, it'll be very light, but it'll be, you know, not very cost effective. Whatever is important to you. If you have a heavy ornament like this one will be, I would just, I'm going to just put a little bit of glue in there. I would just, alright, now I lost it. Put it closer to one of the inside branches, you know, like the main branches of your Christmas tree. Don't try to hang it from the end. I got my glue pot heating up because this seems like a good application for that, but I don't know what we're gonna end up doing. My glue gun's already hot, so I might just end up using that. Because I do want these glued on here. I don't trust the toothpicks by themselves. Oh, awesome. That's why I don't trust the toothpicks by themselves. And I'm working over this tray, baking sheet, whatever, just because these are losing a lot of glitter because of the way I glittered them. And I want to be able to not only contain the glitter, but there's a lot on here I can put back into my little Tupperware thing. So how do we want to do this? When you put a lot of thought into a project, but you don't know what you actually want it to look like. So do I want to just go randomly, or do I want to do like a pattern? I kind of think I'm just going to start. And I guess we're starting with an orange one. These are supposed to be orange. They're very fleshy, though. I'm just trying to make my way around here. Should do it pink or blue? Let's do a blue. See, there's a lot of... I don't know if you can even see that in the camera. I'm trying to get glue on the... Oh, this is going to be so cute. Get glue on the toothpick as it goes in, and also on the back of the gumdrop. I'm going to just bring some of these over here. Try to keep everybody in their own corners, maybe. See, these are only purple. I don't know why I didn't do more purple, but doing stuff like this, that's just basically dip it, move it, dip it, move it. I can't do that for too long before I'm like, alright, I'm out. So let me try to do some kind of maybe balanced kind of deal. This looks phenomenal. I mean, it's exactly what I wanted it to be, but it is just not feasible to put on a Christmas tree. Especially if you have a real tree. I mean, this is just gonna... I can't even compare it to anything. I think it's heavier than my drink. My drink is 16 ounces. Okay, so I will show you when I'm done.
and I will try to include in the comments, the description box, how much it weighs. Thanks for watching. This is an ambitious ornament, but now you know how to make gumdrops. Kinda. Use paper clay. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.